I want to talk with you about something called feminine testing. And in the relationship between the masculine and feminine, the feminine is always testing the masculine to become more conscious and to help them become more conscious. So, in the example of a masculine man and a feminine woman, that woman is always going to be testing the masculine consciousness, the integrity, the consistency, and the ability to open fully to him so she can feel surrendered to the container of that relationship. But what happens a lot of times is the feminine woman doesn't trust the masculinity of the man. She doesn't trust his ability to make decisions, to lead, to be structured, to show up consistently in the relationship. So she starts to overdevelop her own masculine energy, which leads to two people being in the masculine, which causes a disconnect in sexual polarity. It would kind of be like this. Imagine if I offered you to come stand on a stool, and this stool didn't really look that sturdy. And you're looking at it, and you start to test it, you start to play around with it a little bit, and it's a little wobbly. And you think to yourself, nah, I'm not standing on this stool. It doesn't feel safe. So she doesn't stand on the masculine stool because it doesn't feel safe. So what does she do? She goes and grabs her own stool, her own masculine energy, and she feels safer standing on that stool instead of on his stool that he's offering. And she doesn't trust this masculine energy because he doesn't have integrity, he can't lead, he lacks consistency, he's not present with her, and he's not really the grounded pillar that she requires for her feminine to open like a flower in the relationship and pour her waves of energy, her waves of emotion, all of her nourishing, beautiful radiance into him. And that's what the masculine really needs to understand is the more present you are, the more safe she will feel to open. Safety creates openness within the feminine because what's happening is she's allowing herself to drop down out of her masculine mind into her body. And when she does this, she starts to soften and open. But what happens a lot of times with the wounded masculine energy is they try to control the waves of the feminine. They either try to repress it or when she starts to feel it, they run away because they're not integrated with their own inner feminine. So because they're disconnected from their own inner feminine because of the mother wounds that they have and the disconnect from the feminine energy, they either try to control her waves of feminine energy or they run away from it. So my invitation to you in this moment as a masculine person, something that I've learned in my own relationship, is to be a sturdy stool, to be consistent, to have integrity, to be present with her, and watch her body, watch her energy start to shift when you do these things. When you are leading with integrity, when you lead with consciousness, she will start to soften and open only if she is open and receptive. But if she has her own trauma that she's holding onto her in her body and she doesn't trust masculine energy because of stuff that she still hasn't healed, then she won't fully open. And that's her work. Her work is to be receptive to your giving energy. And your work is to be as conscious as possible with her to lead with integrity. Now, if you're looking to learn more about this stuff and you really are interested in the masculine and feminine dynamics, sexual polarity, sexual alchemy, and how to heal, integrate, and embody inside of a container of a relationship, on June 10th, I'm teaching an embodied intimacy course that is 4 weeks live with me. So go to jakewitter.com/embody to enroll today. I hope that this video brought you a ton of value. If it did, feel free to share it with someone that you love. And as always, stay open, stay loving, and stay connected to that beautiful source within you.